Well. What do we have here? An attempt of shoplifting? A somewhat pathetic attempt because you were caught immediately? You weren't trying to shoplift? Okay, so you just ran out of the store without purchasing the items because you weren't trying to shoplift? That makes so much sense. Let me just start off by saying that my twin sister is also a cop that I work with, and I had to convince her to let me go first in the interrogation, okay? She tends to be a little too easygoing, and I'm a lot more down to business, okay? I don't mess around. I don't play games, okay? Do you understand? Okay. So, why don't you go ahead and tell me what happened, okay? Let's hear your sad excuse that you came up with, okay? What happened? Yeah. Okay. So you heard someone shouting for help outside the store, and you didn't really have time to think. You just ran out with your items. Okay. But the problem is there was no one out there calling for help. Right. Not by the time we got there. Okay, but you definitely heard someone. Okay. Well, obviously, it's unfortunate that we can't exactly verify whether that actually happened or not, right? I did take a look at the security footage, of course, before I sat down with you. In your defense, it was somewhat of a quick, random, sudden jolt out the door. Didn't seem super premeditated, to be fair. But that doesn't mean you're off the hook. No. I mean, the whole thing just sounds a little bit too convenient for me, you know. We did go ahead and search the area outside of the store, asked if anybody saw or heard anything, any commotion, anybody in need of help, or if they of course heard the scream that you supposedly heard. Nobody could verify the situation. Yeah. I understand, sir. I understand. It had been a few minutes. By the time we got there, of course, you're gonna say that, everything had cleared away by then. Well, why don't we go ahead and look through the items, okay? The items you attempt to steal. Interesting. What is this exactly? Goes on your eyes. Okay. Alright, it's a little bit odd. Candle. I have to be honest. These items don't seem particularly expensive. You couldn't just, spare that money and go ahead and purchase them. You were planning to purchase them. Whatever you say. You have interesting taste, I must say. Lotion. Okay. Were you buying these for someone else by chance? They were for you. For some reason that doesn't surprise me. Sorry, I don't mean to be offensive or anything, but yeah, you look like the type to buy a nourishing lip mask and exfoliating lip scrub. You want to explain yourself? Fine, make it quick. Your girlfriend broke up with you? I can't imagine why. You seem like such a normal, amazing guy. Okay. You wanted to treat yourself, make you feel better after the breakup. That's why you picked out these items? Okay. Not so sure if I buy that. Something's just not quite adding up. Huh. Interesting. I mean, we have a what are these? Pink glittery globes. Oh, it's for your eyes and your face. It helps with depuffing. Depuffing from the crying? I'm sorry. Crying. Oh, from the breakup? Okay, right. Like I said, this whole thing is just somehow too convenient, yet somehow not adding up. It's not my place to judge you for the particular items that you took. I'm only judging you for stealing. Yes, yeah. Trust me, I've heard it all, okay? I've been doing this for a while. I've seen many shoplifters. It's all the same story. It's a misunderstanding, or, there's some sob story, such as your breakup. I'm just not buying it, so I'm gonna give you a few more chances to come forward, okay, with the truth, okay? If you admit to it, then I might be able to, do something and help you out a little bit, okay? But you need to do your part, okay? Just stop wasting my time, stop wasting everybody's time here, and, just be honest with me and yourself, okay? You had no intention of paying for these items. You're not gonna budge, are you? You're very stubborn, aren't you? Well, what if I told you that one of the store managers let us know that they had a weird vibe about you ever since you walked in the door? Yeah. What do you have to say to that? No. It's not just because you're a man, sir. There are plenty of men who shop here, okay? I'm sure it had to do with the fact that you were scheming, right? You're probably maybe a little bit nervous about your little attempt. So she picked up on that. Yeah, she kept her eye on you a little bit, but she did happen to miss the exact moment that you bolted. So that's where, the footage came into play, and tried to find witnesses and everything. But, I just wanted to let you know that it's not looking good for you. It's really not looking good for you with the story not adding up. Her sensing that vibe from you and getting an uneasiness the moment you came into the shop, and you simply seeming suspicious. And like I said, I've been doing this job for a while. I almost have, a sixth sense of sensing out when someone's lying. And I'm sensing that with you. I'm definitely sensing that with you. And it's kind of starting to piss me off, frankly. So I'm going to go ahead and give you one more chance to come forward with the truth. Okay? Because, this is going to go one of two ways. Like I said, if you admit to it, we'll see what we can do for you. If we have to figure out that you did it without you coming forward, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. Okay, so did you try to steal these items, or were you planning to purchase? And this is simply a misunderstanding. The latter. Right. Of course. Okay. Well, I can see I'm not going to get through to you. It's unfortunate. But some people work better with, different approaches. So it may be time to send in my sister. It's definitely not what I prefer to do. Like I said, we don't particularly agree with each other's methods, but I have a hunch that you're guilty and you're not willing to confess with me, so I guess we're gonna have to resort to her. Okay? Maybe her softer approach will make you feel more comfortable, more at ease, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Here are your spa items. I'm gonna just set these here for you. I'm gonna go ahead and use these while I step into the other room to get her, okay? sorry, sir. We can't risk it. If you could give me your hands. Alright, stay seated right here. My sister will be in shortly to continue this interrogation process.